Hi everybody, and welcome to the Kawaii Bookworm Plays with Yarn podcast. I'm Hannah, and I'm a Jersey girl studying at the University of Liverpool. Welcome! It's been a while now, and it is the post-Edinburgh recap. I have to apologize for my throat. Not only did I bring back a ton of yarn from Edinburgh, I also brought back a absolutely horrible cold. So I've spent all week trying to get over that cold, and I'm finally feeling better. I just don't sound it. So I'm probably going to have to do a lot of editing out of coughing and throat clearing and unholy yuckiness. I failed miserably at doing a vlog, first of all. It That is a massive bug on my window. Hold on. Okay, that was weird. What I thought was a massive bug inside my house is actually outside my house, and it's actually two bugs on top of each other. So, woo, spring! um, so Edinburgh, it was amazing. I had so much fun, and I met so many people, and I got completely overwhelmed. So there is no vlog. I managed to get two videos, both of which were of me in my hotel room just saying, I'm getting ready, going to Edinburgh. So it, not much to show there. What did I do? So much. So the first night I went to Aqua for one of the knit nights because I didn't buy the knit night ticket, the big knit night ticket. So I just went to one of the free knit nights at Aqua and met some lovely people there who were also there on their lonesome. We just kind of gathered all the people who were by themselves, and we all sat at a table so that we weren't like spread across the room awkwardly looking at people and being like, should I sit with someone? Is somebody gonna come sit with me? So we just skipped all that awkwardness and became friends. Um, so then the rest of the nights I just bought stuff and hung out with people and all of that. Um, I did, in this week where I was sick, I did get a project finish. It's still a little damp from being washed, but I made a little hat. Somebody I know is having a baby, and so I made a little hat. This is the Sea Monkeys hat by Kelly McClure. And it was really, really easy, quick knit. And the yarn is Yarn and Colors Charming. It is 68% cotton and 32% acrylic, and it's a worsted weight. So the whole time I was making this, my head was like, this is so small. How is this gonna fit anything? Like, I know babies are small, but I've never made anything for a baby before. So my brain just was like, this this is not right. But it is right. It'll be fine. It's just my brain was not computing. um so that is from one of the things I got at Edinburgh. While I was there, after Aqua, I went to dinner with a friend and her like crochet group friends, and they did a raffle, and so you just put your name in a cup and you won prizes, and so I won these, and so they're just cotton, acrylic, skeins, which I think, I've never heard of this company, Yarn and Colors. They're 50 gram balls at 102.5 meters per 50 grams. So, I got a peach, pink sand, and then a cream colored. These are definitely not really my colors, and I don't really use cotton all that much. So hopefully more of I am getting to that age where my friends are getting married and having babies. And so, sorry, I should be able to make more baby things for them. And that's probably what they'll be used for, because one of the things that I was really, really hoping to have my cardigan done for Edinburgh. That just didn't happen. I got to where I could pick up the sleeves, and then had to leave for Edinburgh. And picking up the sleeves at a dark bar was not conducive. So I started on the pockets. And throughout the weekend, I was wearing this because every time I had to take it out of the bag and show people, and everyone was like, "Ooh, that's amazing!" And then people were like, "Well, it looks like just a vest. Why don't you just wear it as a vest?" And so I was like, "Okay, fine." So I wore it as a vest, and I was like cobbling it together as the weekend went on. So I got the I think last time I was somewhere about here. I had to take the Pikachu, the thingy, the stitch marker. Wow, okay, long week. A long week. So, I had to take the stitch marker off because when I was wearing it, this was like right at my butt, and yeah, just didn't really need that. Um, so I've got the ribbing done, and I've got the neckband done, and I have both pockets knitted and sewn on. There's one pocket, there's two pockets, and I am now working on one of the sleeves. So I did not do the best job of picking up the stitches at the very top here, I will admit, but it's not horribly noticeable, and I think it'll be fine. But it's coming along. Slowly but surely, it's coming along. And everybody really, really, really liked it. And one of the things that I got while I was in Edinburgh was I wanted to buy the buttons for it, because the buttons at like the John Lewis and the Abacans here they're just, I don't want to say mediocre, but like they're just like the plasticky kind that you find at, your box craft stores. I wanted something special and pretty. So I looked at Textile Gardens and found two buttons that I really, really liked, and I could not decide which ones I wanted. So I bought both, and I'm going to decide once I actually finish the sleeves and have to put buttons on. So I bought these two. Come on. Focus on the button, not on me. Focus. And then this one. Come on. Come on. Don't focus on me. There we go. Sort of. Sort of. So they both look really nice against the blue of this cardigan. I just couldn't decide if I wanted to go kind of fancy or very plain. I still haven't decided. I'll figure that out eventually. So this is slowly coming along. Slowly coming along. I could have gotten more work done on it this week, but that cold was a doozy. Could not. I couldn't knit. My fingers. I was so achy everywhere that My fingers hurt too much to knit. So yesterday, not yesterday, the day before, I was finally able to pick up my needles and get something done. And so I did some of this, and I did the hat. Um, so that's coming along. I guess now it's really into my stash additions to the hoard, stash acquisitions. But before I really go into that, I just wanted to show everybody my buttons that I got. So I got a Ravelry one that I could put my name on. This one I got when I was in Paris, so you can ignore that. And then this is the Keep Calm and Carry Yarn podcast group. This is the Tipsy Knits. Julie Knits in Paris. And then these are both from Hannah of the Crafty Corner of Crafty Chat, I think is what she actually calls her. I just call her Corner of Craft. And then, of course, Kristen Yarngasm. So, into what I bought at Edinburgh, which is a lot. It's so squishy. I'll take a nap here. Alright, nap done. Let's get into this. Okay. So, first of all, I bought some needles. I only bought one Carbon's needles. I had brought some sock yarn and then my original Carbons to start a pair of socks, and I never did. And so I didn't want to lose my original needles, and so I just shoved them in here. But I bought a 2.25 millimeter on 100 centimeters, which I think is the 40 inch. Yeah, 40 inch. 40 inch needles. 40 inch cables, because I like to do my socks 2 at a time, toe up, and so I need a long cable. So I finally got a 2.25 millimeter, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that for my toes, and then go to my 2.5 for my for the rest of the sock, because I just the only problem that I have with my socks is that the toes get really budgy. I think I have weird feet, and so I need a smaller toe or a tighter gauge for my toe than I do for the rest of my foot. And so I got those. Finally, I've not been able to find Carbons in circulars here in England at all. I've been able to find them in DPNs, but not in circulars, and not even in interchangeables. So I finally found some. And I am jumping on the bandwagon. I got some Licca needles. I really like to use wooden needles. Actually, one of the reasons why I use the Carbons is because they mimic wood, but they're very strong, so they don't break, which is why I like to use them for my socks, because I break wooden sock needles like nobody's business. But I just don't like metal needles. So I wanted to try the Licca needles. I think they look really pretty. So I bought a US 10, which is a 6 millimeter, and they work with the Knit Pro cords, or Knitter's Pride. cords, which is what I have. So I bought the interchangeables because I like interchangeables, and I can store them much easier. So this, I'll be using these for my ranunculus sweater or shirt. I want to say it's a shirt because it's very thin. It's not really a sweater, but the ranunculus sweater. So I got those. I've already balled it up because I wanted to start on a hat, but I didn't. And I got some Garthenor. This is their Y. I don't know where I put the. It's somewhere in my house. I've lost the band for it, but it's their Y chunky yarn. And they actually at Edinburgh they've released their color lines. So Garthenor has this whole thing about their certified organic wool, and everything that they do is certified organic. And before they just had natural colors, so the white, the brown, and the gray and the black. But they started dyeing, and so all of their colors are natural certified organic dyes. And they had some really stunning colors. So I got this like bluey green color, which is of course right up my alley. Let's see if I can get that color. Yeah, that's about it. So I got that. So pretty. It's gonna be a really pretty chunky hat once I get around to doing that. So I grabbed this skein just to show you. So I brought this skein to Edinburgh because I wanted to find something to go with it so that I can make a shawl, and I really want to do something in brioche. So if you have a good brioche pattern that uses 2 skeins of yarn, please tell me. So for this one, I bought this to go with it. Aren't they gorgeous together? Oh my god. I saw it and I was just like, that's it. That's the color. So this one is from Cosmic Strings Inspirational Yarn. It's one of their merino singles. The colorway is called Golden Syrup. Let's see. Come on. Stop. Don't focus on me. Don't focus. I've got a problem with focusing. So this one is local to Edinburgh itself, actually. And it's 100% superwash merino wool. It's a 4-ply fingering sock weight yarn, and it's 400 yards at 100 grams. And oh, it's gorgeous. I can't wait to put it together with this and make something beautiful. Cannot wait. I feel my voice going already. Then what else? Oh, so I got this tote bag. This tote bag is from Skein Queen because I bought some yarn from Skein Queen. Finally. This is for my ranunculus sweater shirt thing. So, I got Skein Queen. 2 skeins of Skein Queens. It's their splendid yarn. It's an 85% superwash merino with 15% nylon. It's 400 meters per 100 grams. And I don't think it has a name. Unless Splendid is... It doesn't seem to have a colorway name. Mystery colorway name! It's this beautiful gray bluey. I'm very proud of myself. I did a very good job of not buying too much blue. I bought 3 things of blue, and everything else was not blue. So I'm very proud of myself. So this is one of them. I will alternate skeins so that it doesn't pool funny. But yeah, so pretty. So pretty and witty. Alright, I bought some Lobby and Amy because I really love Lobby and Amy. And this is their Shire colorway. I saw on their Instagram their Shire and the Porter colorways, and I just kind of fell in love. They're beautiful and green, and the Shire. I'm a nerd. So this is their merino. I'm sorry. This is their merino sport weight. Sport. Yeah. It's 325. Actually, I don't think it's sport weight. I think it's just like a sock weight yarn. I think they just call it merino sport. And it's 325 meters per 100 grams. So, sorry. The label is in French. So I was sort of translating, sort of also trying to figure out what the label was actually saying. So, yeah. It's gorgeous. And then, so the rest of the stuff that's in this bag was actually given to me. So the lovely Kristen of Vine Yarns and the Yarngasm podcast gave me, let me take this out of the bag, gave me a skein of her new colorway called Edinburgh. And it's gorgeous. It's on the footsie base, so it is a 80/20 superwash blue face luster nylon, and it's a sock weight yarn, and I'm excited. Woo! I was so happy. I felt so special when she gave it to me, because I was not expecting it at all, and she was like it, and I was like, oh my god, thank you, thank you. So, woo! And then the lovely why is my brain Emily, I think. Yeah, Emily gave me her hand-dyed yarns. This one is the Vaenka, which is Fox's Widow, and this is just undyed yarn, and she is of the Arctic Yarns, and they're gorgeous. It's going to be a pair of mittens. I can't wait. Don't know what kind of pair of mittens, but it's going to be mittens. That bag is now empty. Edinburgh, the project bag with their little logo on it. Oh, I also bought, if I can get it, I bought the enamel pin because I couldn't resist. And so what's in this bag is all my minis that I bought, because I bought a lot of minis because I've not really worked a whole lot on my blanket, and I wanted to put some more let me take out the minis that are not what I bought, and so I wanted to get more minis. I love minis. Oh, this is another one of Emily's yarns. I don't know the name of the colorway because she brought these and forgot to label them, and so didn't just kind of like toss them at people. It was like, here, take it. Yeah. All right. So I bought 5 mini skeins from Martin's Lab. That's his logo right there. And this is the Tough Sock Mini, and they're merino nylon 75/25. So this one is the colorway Morning Coffee, which is totally up my alley because I drink coffee every single morning. Cannot live without my coffee. And then this one is Boats in Venice. It's gorgeous. I really want to go to Venice. I think I'm going to Venice actually this summer. It's on my list of things to do. And then this one is called Drake. This one is Poltergeist. This one's really pretty. I didn't realize it because the way his booth was set up, all the minis were kind of they were either hanging or in buckets, and if you were looking in the buckets, it kind of just got dark with everybody hanging out above you, and so I didn't realize that this had like these greens and like reddy browny colors in them. I thought it was just gray, but that was a nice surprise when I actually took it out in better lighting and saw that. So that was really pretty. And then this one is called Alcor. It's pretty green. I was kind of on a green kick. Just a bit of a green kick. Amy of Stranded gave me this beautiful blue mini. It's on her Oasis base. And then I bought technically I bought 6 minis from them, but I gave 2 of them to friends. But I bought 4 for myself from Mothy and the Squid. And I got I bought all of the purples. So, let's see. This one is called the Flamboyant Cuttlefish. So pretty. This one, I think, yes, this one is Deadly Nightshade. This one is Argonaut? Yeah, I think that says Argonaut. And then this one is Ruby Tiger Moth. I love Mothy and the Squid because they have nerdy names. They like base them off of like animal, specifically like sea animals and stuff, but also a couple of other plants and whatnot. And I love that. It's super nerdy, and I'm a super nerd. And then last but not least is this bag. This is from the Isolde. There we go. This is from the Isolde booth, and I bought from them a sweater's quantity. Well, hopefully it's a sweater's quantity. I kind of did so the pattern I want to do is the Wintersol pattern by Jennifer Steinglass, and the way the pattern, like how much yardage you need, is written a little bit funny because she gives you she says she uses the fingering weight held double, and then she uses this many skeins of that yarn, but then she also gives you in worsted weight how many meters or yards you would need. And so it was a lot of math trying to figure out how much I would need, and I may have messed up, but I went with Rauma Fino, the Rauma Fino PT2, which is now it's now called Fino PT2. It used to be Rauma Fino Garn. It's just the neighbors. Yeah, as you can see, this one says Fino Garn. You say phenol PT2, but they're the same. Um, and so I bought these 3 colors. I'm not going to show you the whole bag because the rest is just, it's the same stuff. But this is going to be the main color. This is going to be like what the trees are in, and then this is going to be the background of the trees. And they are gorgeous. So, this one is color 4025. This one is color 4065. And this is color 0406. But I'm really excited. I think they are gorgeous colors. And I think they will work very well together. I did a swatch while I was there. If you saw in Amy's vlog, I don't remember where it was, but I was untangling a very, very ugly yarn baby. I was sitting there working on it, and it was all tangled up. I was like, this is really nice to work with, and everybody was looking at me like, what are you talking about? It's all tangled. I'm like, well, when it's actually going smoothly and not being tangled, it's very nice to work with. Have it under control, guys. It's under control. It wasn't. But yeah, so I'm excited to get started on that. I think I will actually start on that today because I'm feeling better. I want to do that. I want to start something new. I have castonitis. I'm like looking at everything that I bought. I'm like, I need to start making because it doesn't fit in my box anymore. So I need to start making stuff so that I have more room in my box. Yeah. Edinburgh. It was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed. I'm really glad that I went. I originally wasn't going to go because I had a class that had a field trip that weekend, and I decided to change my class schedule so I could go to a yarn festival because that's the kind of person I am. Yeah. Responsibilities. Priorities are in order. But I'm really glad I did. I got to spend a lot of time with some amazing people, and there was definitely moments where I was sitting there and I was just like, how how did I get here? How am I sitting here with all these people that I watch on YouTube and being like here? It was amazing. It was an amazing feeling, and I loved it. Um, I loved getting to meet everyone. I loved getting to see all the yarn. I loved being able to um see a different city, even though I really didn't get to see it all that much because um I got a hotel room which was kind of not, it wasn't in city center. It was kind of near the stadium. And I thought that would be better for the corn exchange, but I think it would have been bad. Like, it wasn't a bad walk. It was an easy walk. But I think it would have been better if I was in the city center where everybody else kind of was. And because I was so sick like, it hit me on Sunday before I left. I ended up not doing any sightseeing because I was just like, I am too tired. I've got a long train ride. I can't. So I just chilled until my train. Hopefully I can get back to Edinburgh sometime soon and actually see it in all its glory. It was beautiful. Edinburgh is beautiful. It's this amazingly gothic looking gothic and moody looking city, and it's gorgeous, and I would love to be able to go when it was not snowing and I was not dressed appropriately for that. I don't know what happened to my brain when I was packing. Well, I do know. I was writing a paper. I was writing a paper the day before it was due, the day before I was supposed to go to Edinburgh, and I just kind of threw stuff into my suitcase. And so I didn't have any winter, like proper winter, like snow kind of clothing. And it was snowing. It snowed. And I forgot my hat. I forgot my gloves. I didn't have any of my heat tech. I had like my lightest jeans and just one sweater and a t-shirt, and it was horrible. It was a very big mistake, and I don't know what was going through my head, but I survived. I'm all right. Um, so I'd like to go back to the city and go as a tourist for the city and not as like an attendee for a yarn event, which was amazing. It was an amazing event, and I loved it. Um, I would just like a chance to see the city. So, my phone keeps yelling at me because I'm hitting the maximum recording, which is weird because I never had a maximum recording before. I think I might need to go and delete some stuff off of my phone again, which is annoying, but is what it is. So, I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys had a good week. I hope you have good weekend and happy knitting. Bye!